So it's together time now, and I have to be honest, the front up here is pretty crowded. But if there are any kids who want to come and sit kind of here, you're more than welcome to, or you all can sit back and watch, whatever you wish. Now, Miss Katie is out sick today, so you get me for together time. And while Miss Katie, oh, that's so nice. So while Miss Katie is really good at telling stories, I don't know how many of you know that I was a professional facilitator for 20 years. Does anyone know that? So do you know what my trade is? When I bring out an easel or a flip chart, then first of all, you need to know that my heart goes pitter-patter and I'm super happy. But you also need to know that like things happen when the flip chart comes out. So the question is, can you all see from there? Do you want me to, if you want to come, like right here would be amazing if you want to see and we want the best spot. So today we are celebrating the solstice, which is happening at, Kathy Kim told me, 3:24, 2:47, I was so close. 2:47 on Wednesday the 21st, and that is the official solstice. And I wanted to explain a little bit about what the solstice was and why we celebrate it, and put it maybe in some terms that you all might understand. So how many of you have heard the term the cycle of the year? Okay, so a cycle is a circle, right? Okay, there's a circle. Now, what are the seasons? Right? What is the season we're going into right now? That we're the solstice, for the solstice. Winter. Excellent. Okay, so we're going to do that right there. Then what's the next season? You can all answer. I know you know. Spring. Right. What's the next one? Summer. Wonderful. You all are so smart. What's the next one? Fall. So autumn. You can have your own discussion on whether it's autumn or fall. That's totally fine. So what's cool about the solstice is, what? You want to tell me? What? The solstices is when the seasons change. Yes, so there's actually, the seasons change kind of all 4 of these times, right? So right here and right here, we have shortest days and longest days and shortest nights and longest nights, right? So up here, which one is it? We have the shortest night, right? Shortest day. That was a trick. And the longest night, right? And what happens on the other side of it exactly 6 months later? Yeah. The shortest night and the longest day. Okay, so what happens? These are called the solstices. What is the soul from solstice from? Sun, right. So that's the winter solstice and the summer solstice. So what are these called over here? Equinox. Why are they called the equinox? Because they're equal. The sun and the day are equal, right? So we've got the fall equinox and we've got the spring one. Okay, so let's put it in terms now that everyone can understand. Let's do this cycle in meals. Who eats meals? Anyone eats meals here? Okay. So let's say spring is kind of the beginning, the awakening, right? What meal would this be? Breakfast, right? I know people always get excited about this one. What's this one? It's lunch. What's this one? So what does that make this one? Second dinner, midnight snack. Yep. Okay, I see you all. Ice cream. It's ice cream for my wife. Yeah. So this is the midnight snack. It's dessert. It's, we can't go all that way without something, right? What kinds of other cycles do you think there are? Yeah. There are water cycles. There are water cycles. Okay, is there any connections with water cycles here? What about cycles of life? What could be cycles of life connected here? Do you have a thought on that, Eden? You have a cycle? What do you have a cycle of? Of plants growing? Yes, that's a really good one. So like in spring, what happens with plants? We get bulbs. Now, okay, Arizona's different. Let's just acknowledge Arizona's different, but we get bulbs and we get new life here. And what happens in summer for plants, Eden? Yeah, well, okay, again, Arizona, the dies here. That's not totally true. I know that that's not true either. Yes, mixed jazz. So we have the monsoons here, so we get lots of rain. And in other parts, we get this is where the full planting season happens, right? And then in other parts, and even here in Central Avenue, I saw all the leaves fall. We've got kind of leaves falling. We've got hibernation of animals and plants. And harvest. Well, and I'll get to that over here too. And in winter, what's happening to our plants? Yeah, they're waiting, right? They're waiting to come back out. And again, in Arizona, it's planting season. But it's, go with me, right? Okay? So, seasons of life. What's the seasons of life? What would this one be? That would be, so technically I would say, actually birth is kind of here. So here is kind of our children, right? You all are spring, so these are our kids here. What would be in summer? Yeah, kind of young adults. In pagan terms, this is the time of the mother. This is the time of childbearing. This is of full power, of the power of the sun. So this is kind of like that. I would call it the point where we're adults, where we don't really know that we're adults, but we look back and go, yeah, we were adulting then. Okay? And what is this here then? Yeah, middle or older age. Yes, it's retirement. Middle or older age. And then this part becomes the cycle of when and I hate to break it to you all, but we all will die. We all will die, and then the cycle keeps going. Whether you believe that in reincarnation, whether you believe that energetically, whether you believe that in your generations, however it is, the cycle keeps going. So I will just throw in a couple more things here for you, because on the pagan calendar there's actually 2 more. So this one is, there's lots of names of it, but Candlemas is one of them. So winter solstice is kind of when we are talking about the dark and the letting go of the light, the returning. But this is when we celebrate the light is actually coming back. All right? This is Beltane. Beltane is when we celebrate rebirth, kind of reseeding. It is the season of sex, I will tell you. So, and pagans, yes, that is not something that we hide. That is not something that we dismiss, because none of this happens if you don't have that. So Beltane is where that happens. And then this is all kinds of names, but Lammas is one of them. What are some other names? Lunasa, yeah, so depending on where you're from, this is the harvest. So this is the growth and the harvest. And then Samhain is where we actually celebrate the death and the passing, the beginning of the dark times. So these cross over, all right? They're all opportunities for snacks. They're all life stages as well. They are all parts of our seasons. They are all parts of our whole cycles. So I'm hoping, so today we are focusing on this winter solstice, but I think it's important that you understand where that fits with all of this. Who learned something new today? Oh, wow, cool. Okay, well, you watch out. Don't give me too much encouragement because the flip chart and the markers will come out more often. So thank you all, particularly the kids. Thank you for helping me with this. And thank you for getting to be here fully with us on this winter solstice celebration. Okay, you can go back to your activities now.